In case of ductile materials, immediately yielding takes place at the crack tip and reduces the effect of stress concentration. And as a result, in case of machining of ductile materials, propagation of that crack gets prevented. But in case of machining of brittle materials, the initiated crack quickly propagates under stressing action, and total separation takes place from the parent workpiece. And this separation takes place through the minimum resistance path. And why I am telling minimum resistance path? Because of the brittle nature of the workpiece material. We all know that irrespective of whether a material is a ductile material or a brittle material, the moment it enters into the plastic zone after crossing its elastic limit, whatever deformation it suffers, that deformation is a permanent deformation. In case of brittle material, what happens? The deformation the material suffers after entering into its plastic zone, because of the deformation, it gets deformed, but because of its brittle nature, it is not able to withstand that deformation for a long time. Instead, what happens? After getting deformed a little bit, it either gets fractured or sheared off. And mainly because of this reason, the type of chips formed in case of machining of a brittle material are discontinuous chips. Now, in connection with what I have told just now, I would like to mention one sentence which is very much important from the point of view of mechanism of chip formation in case of brittle material. In case of brittle materials, the initiated crack quickly propagates under stressing action, and therefore total separation takes place from the parent workpiece. I mean the total separation of the excess strip of the material, that is nothing but chip, through the minimum resistance path. Why minimum resistance? Because the material is not able to withstand its deformation for a long time before it is getting fractured, before it is getting sheared off. That means minimum resistant to failure. Now, as I told you, machining of brittle material produces discontinuous chips, and it is worth mentioning in this context that those discontinuous chips are mainly of irregular size and shape. So this is all about mechanism of chip formation in ductile materials as well as mechanism of chip formation in brittle materials. Hope you have gained a fair idea about these two topics. So this much for today. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patient hearing.